All right, St. Charles has Jolie on the wing, Carrington on the other wing, Avery on the draw, Kaylin on defense, number 8. I'll figure that out after. Yeah, Kayla Paris and Ella Sabrin up front for the Horizon team. Jolie steals a puck off the start, gets a shot, hits the post off the goalie in the corner. Horizon chips it up. Avery and Carrington working on the sidewall. Puck's loose. Judd's there to keep it in. Comes out in some feet. Judd gets past a couple people, walks in, gets a shot on net. Judd gets the rebound behind the net, takes it upside. Horizon takes it the other way. Michaela Paris with the puck, stopped by, oh no, that wasn't Michaela. Michaela's got the puck now. Horizon shot from the point, deflected, and Navarro makes a save. Judd chips up the rebound. Carrington takes it into the zone, offside just barely. Now we'll get Mael on the point. Who else we got up there? Bryant on the draw. I think it's the younger Manini, number 13. I'll get the roster going for us, but for now we're in their zone. Horizon sends that out. Take it into St. Charles territory. Now Alyssa Bryant comes out with it, takes it wide into Horizon territory, gets to the net. Behind the net, surveying her options. Sends it back to the point. Mael keeps that in. Now the Horizon sends it out. Bryant has it. Sends it back to Mael. Mael gets that to Avery, who's coming off the bench. Avery takes that down low. Horizon comes out with it. Stop them at the blue line. Now at the red line, they dump it in. Judd fires it up the boards. Carrington gets it at center. It's knocked back by Horizon. Judd sends that cross ice. Number 3 chips it up. That's kept in by Horizon. Now Carrington gets it out. And Guillaume for Horizon chips that up. In the neutral zone, over the blue line. They bring it in. It's knocked back for Judd. Judd goes D to D. Angus takes it into the zone. Drop pass to Manini. Bryant back to Angus. Couldn't get the shot. Bryant to Angus. Angus takes it in the corner. She's all tied up. Puck comes out. Into the neutral zone. Bryant picks up the puck. St. Charles defense in the corner, sends it around. Behind the net now. Horizon gets there first. Pass out front. Intercept it. And we clear it out of the zone. Now Horizon sends it back in. Pass to Carrington. Takes it into the zone. Getting some help. They send the puck out front, but Horizon gets there. Manini gets that back, takes it into the zone. Down low, cuts out front, puck's loose. Horizon gets it out of the zone. It's back for Judd. She turns with it. She's got some speed coming through. Gets it over to Carrington, over to number 9. 9 in the corner, gets some trouble. Horizon behind the net. Manini's sister's working at it. That's Carly Shea helping out. Judd centers that for Palizé. She takes it in, gets a shot, it's blocked in front. Now Horizon's starting to break out with it. Stopped at the blue line. Bryant after it. Bryant follows it in the zone. Angus pass in front, shot, saved. Rebound down low for Bryant now. She sends that back to 17. 17 back. Tries to get that to the point. Now Angus gets it back to the point. We got a second while they're offside. D-to-D pass. And puck's in the zone, no icing. All right, Bryant gets the puck back for St. Charles, walks in, fires a shot off the crossbar. Judd chips that up to Brooklyn Harris. Harris follows that in the zone. Carly Shea supports her. Puck's back for Judd. Fires that into the zone. Harris gets that. She's behind the net. She's tied up, working at it. Harris working at it. Manini coming in. Ella Sabrin gets the puck into the zone. Pressure from St. Charles, knocks that away. Brooklyn Manini chips that up. And Harris gets it into the Horizon territory. Horizon, though, gets it back. Chips that up for Sabrin. Carrington's on top of that. Puck's behind the net, out front, can't connect. Carrington picks up the loose puck. She's all alone as we get a line change going. Carly Shea with some pressure, keeps the puck in the zone. Bryant gets it back, walks in, gets a shot over the net. She was going for that top corner. We keep that in the zone. That was Emma Plant. Puck comes back. Mayella White picks it up for the Cards. Takes that behind the net. Chips that up to Jolie. She gets that out of the zone. Horizon gets it back in the neutral zone. They chip that in. That's going to be icing. 7 minutes to go in the first period of the scoreless game. Off the draw, goes down low. Horizon chips it up. Mel White keeps it in. Dodges the defender, walks in with it. Takes it wide. Out front with it. Sends that back to the point to Emma Plant. Plant fires a shot. It's deflected. Goalie gets a piece of it. Angus gets the rebound in the corner. Behind the net to Manini. Back to Angus. Puck comes out front. Shanna Cole kept that in the zone. Now Cole with some pressure. Gets the puck in the corner. Sends that back to the point. She gets a shot. It's on net. Goalie makes a save. Angus gets the rebound in the corner. Now Manini with the puck in the corner. Tries to get out front with it. Gets it back to the point. Male White sends that back to Manini. Manini gets past 1, 2, draws a hooking penalty, gets a shot on net. Power play coming up for Lady Wolves for St. Charles Cards. Hooking is called. 6 minutes in the period, 2-minute power play for St. Charles. Bryant, Harris, and Shea up front. Judd on the point with, I believe that's Fletcher. Corner, Harris working at it. Comes out. It's cleared all the way out by Horizon. Horizon gets there first. Pressure from St. Charles, keeps her in the corner. There we go. Bryant to Harris. She centers that, but Horizon gets it back, fires it all the way down. Judd stops him at the blue line. Puck comes out. Now it's back for Fletcher. Fletcher cross ice to Bryant. Bryant gives that to Judd. She gets the red line, dumps it in. Carly Shea with some pressure. Gets support from Judd. Judd drops that back for Palizé. Palizé sends it in the zone for Manini. Annika Rayom sends it up. Carrington keeps it in the zone. Pressure from Paris. Gets it back to Rayom. Sends it all the way down. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Pass to Angus. She takes that into the zone. Gets the shot just a little wide. Carrington gets the rebound behind the net. Horizon sends that back down. Behind the net. Manini to Angus. Sorry. White, sorry, that was. Now Carrington to Manini, back to Carrington. Manini takes the puck down low, cuts out front, gets the shot blocked. Goalie makes the save with 11 seconds to go in the power play. Back to the point. Emma Plante sends it down low. Carrington gets the loose puck in the corner. Sends that behind the net. Bryant walks out with it. Pass in front to Carrington. Can't get a good shot. Puck's loose in front. Horizon sends it out. Ellis Sabrin gets the puck into the zone. Takes it behind the net. Cleared away by Judd. Kept in by Horizon. Emma Plante with some pressure in the corner. Getting support from Angus and Bryant. Bryant comes out with it. Sends it up to Jenna Cole. Cole fires that into the zone. Cole keeps that puck in the zone. Harris coming in to help out. Harris gets the loose puck to Cole. Back to Harris. She's tied up in the corner. Cole helping out. At the blue line, keep that in. Brooklyn Manini. Now Harris in the corner, tied up. Carly Shea going to help out. Support from Jay Cole.
Hey, hi, Harry.
Cole comes out with it in front. Couldn't connect, everyone's tied up. Pass comes back to Emma Plante. Glove save. Or sorry, that was Raina Fletcher. I think it's number 3. We don't have her on the roster. So. Guessing. All right. White and Jed on the point. Manini on the draw with Harris and Shea. Puck comes back to Judd. She gets that in front. Goalie steers that away. Carly tries to send it out front too, but Horizon gets in the way. Manini keeps the puck in the zone. Pressure from Harris. Gets it back in the zone. Shea gets it deeper. Shea puts that out front. Blocked by Horizon. They chip it away, but Judd's there to keep it in. Gets past one. Gets a little tripped up. Shot in front. Goalie makes a save. Rebounds loose. Cleared into the corner for Shea. Shea battles. In comes Bryant. Gets that down low for Shea. Bryant still battles in the corner. Puck comes up the side. There we go. That's that stick. Go. Horizon gets the puck down low. Pressure from St. Charles. Keeps her outside. And we get the puck up to Alyssa Bryant, and she's off to the races. Gets a shot. Blocker save. She gets her own rebound. Gets that to Carrington. Carrington walks in. Gets a shot. That's blocked in front. Angus gets a piece. Now Horizon chips it up. Bryant gets it back. Cuts over with it. She gets taken out. Penalty coming up against Sabrin. She's not happy. So power play again with 1:35 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Manini on the draw, Carrington and Jolie on the wings. Loose puck, cleared out by Horizon. Fletcher's back there. Puck's loose. Kalen gets it, sends it up to Bryant. Bryant dodges one, sends it over to Angus. Angus brings it in the zone. Cuts in front, gets a shot, blocker save, rebounds loose. Fletcher gets a piece of it. It's back for Judd. She gets a shot. Glove save. .105 to go in the first. Too long on the change. Horizon kicked out of the draw. Back for Kalen. Off the boards to Angus. Angus in front. Couldn't connect with Carrington. Fletcher keeps that in. Carrington shot goes on net now. Whistle goes. Try it from this side.
Judd, exact same thing. But Angus, walk in. Angus, this side, Carrington, switch sides.
Okay, off the draw, comes over for Jolie, back to Fletcher, back to Angus. Angus cross ice to Judd. She gets a shot. Now Angus' shot goes wide. Judd goes over for it. She's there to keep it in. Off the boards for Bryant. Bryant walks in, hands it off to Fletcher. Fletcher down low for Angus. Angus back to Bryant. Bryant takes it down low, cuts out with it, hands it off to Jolie. Her shot's deflected high. Bouncing puck, kept in by Judd. She gets tripped up, keeps it going over. Horizon clears it out. 8 seconds to go in the period. Judd takes it behind the net. Hands it off to Fletcher, but that's going to be the end of the first period. Quick shout out to the brother-sister duo of Mike Paul and Becky Sabrin, formerly Becky Paul, coaching the Horizon team. So, but back to St. Charles. Instead of brother and sister, we usually got a husband and wife. Today it's just the husband, and filling in, or always filling in, always helping out is Shannon Dow. All right, 15 minutes to go in the second. All right, 0-0, 25 seconds to go in the power play. Menini, Angus, and Palizé up front. Emma Plant on the point with Kaylin Judd. In net, Kiana Navarro. Puck comes back for Plant. She's going to go D-D. Judd hands it up for Carrington. Carrington takes it in the zone. Reverses, sends it back to Judd. Back down low for Menini. 10 seconds on the power play. Menini gets crushed, looking for a call, nothing happening. Menini takes it in the corner, sends it back. Horizon's there, Judd's there to keep it in though. Battle on the sidewall. And Judd gets it back, turns with it. Gets a backhand shot blocked. In the corner, ties her up. Wow, as if they call that. Menini gets crushed, no call. Kaylin leans into her in the corner, and they call that. Power play coming up for Horizon. All right, kicked out of the draw. Horizon gets it back to the point. It goes over, but he calls it in because he's too busy talking to Mike Paul. Now Bryant gets it, shot on net. Goalie makes a save. Horizon gets it back, starts to come out with it, but Harris ties up in the neutral zone. Gets support from Bryant. It's back for White. She sends that all the way down. 30 seconds gone from the penalty. Horizon chips it up. Now Brooklyn Menini fires it back down. Horizon brings it in. It's stopped though, and they send it out. Too many players. One minute left in the penalty. Angus gets it back, sends it deep. Horizon starts to break out with it, gets it into the neutral zone. Angus gets a piece of it, but they bring it all the way in. Mal White gets it back. Gets tripped, they're going to call that. Yeah. So 30 seconds left in Sudbury penalty. And 4-on-4 for the next 32 seconds. Angus on the draw. Shea in front. Plant and Fletcher on the point. Horizon gets it off the draw. Fletcher keeps that in. She's got a battle at the blue line. And Angus puts that on net. In goes Carly Shea. Gets a piece of it. Horizon gets it back, but they chip it up. Start to come up through center with it. They stop her at the blue line. Oh, Carly Shea intercepts a pass, but couldn't get a handle on it. Sabrin gets it back. Pressure from Angus keeps her outside. Now Judd out of the box, picks up the loose puck. Turns with it. Hands it off to Angus. Oh, just bounces off her stick. Comes back for Judd. Oh, on the line change offside. 1:11 to go in the power play, 12 minutes in the second, still 0-0. Menini on the draw. Cole and Palizé on the wings. Manini also on the point. She gets that in. Carrington's shot's blocked. It's back for Brooklyn. She sends that into the corner. Jenna Cole gets there, sends it into the zone. Pressure from Carrington. Puck comes up. Judd gets it at the blue line. Help from Brooklyn. Manini, we're back on side. 45 seconds in the power play. Horizon fires that down on a penalty kill. Judd gets it behind the net. Set over. Now Carrington's on it. Oh, Carrington gets it into the zone. Gets a shot. Oh, just missed the top corner. Puck comes out. Brooklyn Manini fires that back up ice. Offside, so gives Judd time to hand it off to Manini. Manini try to get that center to Bryant. Get some help from Avery. It's back for Brooklyn. Brooklyn to Avery. Avery brings it in. Little toe drag. Another move. Gets it back for Judd. Fires a shot through traffic. Deflected. Goalie makes a save. All right. Alyssa Bryant gets the rebound. Knocked away. Pressure from Avery. Keeps it in the zone. Now it's cleared out. Judd gets it back in the St. Charles zone. Over for Mail White. White gets that cross ice to Carrington. Carrington cuts up through center with it. It gets knocked back for Judd. She sends it over for White. Nope. Up for Harris. Now it's back for White. Harris gets crushed. No call there. Now puck's back. Bryant gets it down low for Harris. Harris circles in the corner. Cycles it for Bryant. Back for Harris. Now Bryant picks up the puck. Works it out front. Draws a penalty. Hooking called against Horizon. Good work from St. Charles. Keep the feet moving. 9:42 to go in the second. Still 0-0. All right. Bryant on the draw. Harris and Angus on the wings. Fletcher and Judd on the point. Angus sends it back to Judd. She chips that in. Bounces, gets some help from Bryant. Bryant gets tripped. They're going to call that 5-on-3 coming up now for a minute 50. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you gotta go down. Sorry. No worries. And off the draw. It's chipped out of bounds. We'll get a face-off in front of St. Charles bench. All right, off the draw. Angus gets it in the zone. Takes it in the corner. Settles it down, sends it back to the point. Fletcher over for Judd. Judd walks in, gets a shot, deflected into the glove. She got lots of time. Minute 27, minute 37 in the penalties. 9:09 in the second. Off the draw, Harris gets it. Walks in front, gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Rebounds loose in front. Picked up by Ella Sabrin. She takes it out of the zone. Judd knocks that off her stick. Bounces back to Ella, though. She walks out front with it. Hooking call coming up against St. Charles. So 5-on-4 now. Lots of room out there on the ice now. We'll get White and Manini on the points. Shea and Manini up front. Off the draw, Avery gets that to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's tied up, sends that behind the net for Mayel. Mayel scoops it up, gets it over for Carly Shea, hands it off to Avery Manini. She takes it into the zone, down behind the net, into the other corner. Gets it back to the point. Brooklyn sends that across. It's knocked back from Mayel White. Brooklyn up for Avery. Avery into the zone. Gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. 33 seconds to go in the first penalty, 43 in the second. 1:24 in St. Charles, 8:15 in the period. Avery on the draw. Horizon gets it, chips it up. Brooklyn keeps it in. Battles at the blue line. Double teams. Horizon comes out with it. They fire that in to the St. Charles zone. Brooklyn gets it. Tries to get that up to Avery out of her reach. It's back for Annika Rayom. Ships that up. That's not offside. They brought it in. We're going to get a hooking call here. So a 4-on-4 for 7 seconds, then 5-on-3 for Horizon. Oh, halfway through the game, we're going to change up the goalies. So we'll get Carrington on the draw. There we go, we fire that all the way down. And that's 5-on-4 for 35 seconds. Okay, Carrington gets the puck back, fires that into the zone. There we go, Carrington stops that breakout. There we go, Carrington again gets in the way, and Emma Plante fires that up the ice. Horizon ices it. They say it won't make it. Judd fires that around the boards, kept in at the blue line. Shot blocked by Judd. She gets that back, fires that down the ice, because we still got one more penalty to kill. Angus out of the box, going for some pressure. Gets some help from Carrington. There we go, Angus gets it back, fires that down. 50 seconds on the penalty. Angus with some pressure. Anna Cole supports her. Puck sent away by Horizon. That allows Emma Plante to dump that all the way down. Pressure from Jenna Cole down low. Angus up high. Ella Sabrin gets the puck for Horizon. Comes up the side with it. Through the neutral zone. Angus ties her up. Puck comes back. Loose puck. Oh. Wow. Wow. Tripping called against St. Charles. So back to the 5-on-3 for 10 seconds. Mayel and Brooklyn on the points. Alyssa up front. Shot from the point, blocker save from Chloe Ringette. Puck comes out front now. Horizon sends it to the point. Shot blocked by Mayel White. 5-on-4 now. Ella Sabrin with the puck. Comes out in the high slot. Pressure from Alyssa, gets the puck. Whoa! Come on! There we go. Finally calls a penalty. 5:20 to go in the second. 4-on-4. Avery gets it off the draw. Cuts out front. It's knocked away. Horizon gets it. They center it. Avery kicks it back to Mael White. White to Manini. Horizon chips it up. Alyssa Bryant keeps it in. Gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Avery Manini in the corner gets that to Alyssa Bryant. Horizon gets it back and starts to break out with it. The shot goes wide. Emma Plonk gets the rebound. Gets it up to Alyssa Bryant. Bryant into the zone. Brings it in front. It's loose. Penalty coming up against Horizon. Chloe coming out of the net. Harris has the puck. Takes it in. Hands it off to Bryant. Bryant gets that to Angus. Angus cuts in. Gets a shot. Blocked. Harris gets it back. Over for Angus. Angus gets a shot. Oh, it's wide. Judd's there to keep it in. Cuts across. All right, so 4-on-3. Hard to keep track of it now. 4 minutes to go in the second. We've got 5 players out there right now, so we're going to try to pull a quick one, see if that works. So far, so good. Puck comes back for Jed. What? No. There's too many players on the ice. You missed it. You missed it. No, there was 5 on the ice. Come on. All right, well, we get a penalty for illegal substitution because the refs miscounted our players and we get penalized. Oh, 4-on-3 now. Judd takes the puck into the zone. Glove save. Up to Angus. Angus takes it in. Gets hauled. No call. Gets a shot. Blocker save. Judd's there to keep it in. Gets that back to Plante. Plante sends it down low for Palizet. Palizet on the sidewall. Knocked out by Horizon. Won't be far enough for icing. Judd gets there. Hangs that off to Angus. Angus comes up the side with it into the zone. Offside called. Illegal substitution. Icing. That's icing. All right. Guess we're not calling icings now. Shea centers that. Just out of the reach of Manini, but she gets there, takes it into the zone. Goalie makes the save, whistle goes, face off inside. Off the draw, White gets that over for Fletcher. She cuts in with it, knocked away. Horizon coming up the ice. Back check from Bryant. Now Fletcher gets loose puck in our zone, fires it up for Harris. Harris tries to get that to Bryant. Bryant gets it into the zone. Harris chips it in deeper. Now it's cleared out by Horizon, 2-on-2 the other way. All right, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 1:35 to go in the second. 0-0. Back for Judd off the draw, set off the boards for Angus. Angus chips it up, kept in by Horizon. But now Angus gets that out, and she's after it, gives herself a breakaway. Shot, save, rebound by Angus. Goes behind the net, Carrington's after it. Gets him out from Manini. Battle on the sidewall, goes down low. Puck comes up the side again. Pass up, gets out of the zone. Brooklyn Manini knocks it up to Carrington. Carrington to Kalen. Kalen cuts in, gets a shot. It's deflected behind the net. Keeps the pressure going with less than a minute to go in the period. Avery takes it out of the zone. Cross ice pass for Alyssa. Alyssa back for Kalen. Kalen off the boards for Alyssa. We get that in onside. She cuts the net. Shot on net. It's loose. The goalie hangs on to it. 36 seconds to go in the second. And off the draw, loose puck picked up by Ella Sabrin. She gets it into our zone. Up the side, cuts up front, walks out with it. Knocked away by Brooklyn Manini. 20 seconds. Horizon gets it back to the point. They go D to D. Shot deflected in. Off a deflection with 12 seconds to go in the second. Oh, they're calling that. Penalty coming up against Horizon as the buzzer goes. So 15 minutes to go. See you all after the flood. All right, 15 more minutes left of regulation. St. Charles down 1-0. On the power play to start the third. Okay. Manini, Angus, and Palize up front. Kalen and Brooklyn on the point. Puck comes back to Brooklyn. Over for Kalen, and Carrington takes it in the zone. Carrington drops it to Kalen. Kalen sends it back down low for Carrington. Carrington, cross-ice pass, gets that to Manini. Over for Avery now. Pass in front. All tied up, cleared away. Cleared out by Horizon. Judd's back for it. 30 seconds gone in the penalty. Breaks behind the net. Up for Carrington. Carrington gets that into the zone. Gets some help from Avery. Avery down low, takes it behind the net, cut in front, tries to wrap around, it's loose, but the goalie finds it. 1:10 to go in the penalty. Angus gets it. Now Manini. Horizon chips it up, gets it out. White gets it back in the neutral zone. Sends it over for Emma Plant, up for Alyssa. Oh. That one hits Jenna Cole, gets into the zone. Now Mayel White gets it back for St. Charles in the corner. Ties up on the sidewall, loose puck. Picked up by Alyssa Bryant. She gets it up to Harris. Harris takes it in the zone. Cuts in front, into the corner with it. Gets that for Bryant. Bryant cuts out with it in front, gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Fletcher gets it for St. Charles. Shot fired, glove save, rebounds loose, but the goalie finds it. 13 minutes, back to 5-on-5. Puck gets out of the zone. Judd picks it up in the neutral zone. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone, knocked away by Jenna Cole. Cole again fires it in. Bryant with some pressure. Getting support from Harris. Puck comes out. So at the blue line, Horizon keeps it in. There we go. Fletcher gets it behind the net. Reverses, gets it up for Harris. Harris sends it up for Bryant. Bryant's in the zone. Interference coming up against Horizon. Bryant keeps it going. 6-on-5 for a second. Whistle goes. $12:10 to go. Power play St. Charles. Angus, Manini, Shea up front. White and Manini on the point. Angus gets that back to Avery, across for Brooklyn. Her shot deflected by Avery. It's loose in front. Shot off the side of the net by Shea. Now Angus ties up and Shea gets the puck. Oh. Ella Sabrin finds it though, heads out of the zone with it. Shot blocked. That goes out of bounds. Face off in our zone. Minute and a half to go in the power play. 11 and a half minutes in regulation. 1-0 Horizon. Off the draw, they try to walk in, and Judd sends it over for Avery. Now up for Angus. In front for Avery at center. She goes in, drives the net. Now it's back for Jolie. Jolie turns in their zone, got some speed, re-enters Horizon territory. Gets the shot, it's in the net. Jolie Angus over the pad, under the glove. Power play goal for a tie game 1-1 at 11-11. We got a tie game. Bryant on the draw, Carrington on the wing with Harris. Puck is down low in our zone. Emma Plot battles for it. Puck comes out around behind the net. Judd's after it now. Comes up the side for Carrington. Carrington tries to get that to Alyssa. She does. Alyssa sends it down low for Carrington. Carrington walks out with it, gets a backhand shot. Oh, goalie gets a piece of it. It's loose on the side. Goalie hangs on to that one. Carrington trying to get her mom a birthday present.
Garrett, great job over the net. Keep that up.
Shout out to Jen Forsyth Palizé on her birthday today, and Bryant on the draw wins that back for Judd. She sends that down low for Harris. Harris picks it up behind the net. Cycles that down low for Carrington. It's knocked up the sidewall. Peg Nudie gets it for Horizon. Judd keeps it at the blue line. Harris over for Judd. Judd walks in with it. Fires that into the far corner. Emma Plante keeps it in, but it bounces out, and Alyssa Bryant gets it back. At the blue line, a little trouble. Gets some help from Judd. Judd up to Carrington now. Bounces off her. Horizon sends it back to their point. Horizon into the zone. Now it's picked up by Jenna Cole. She chips it up. It's kept in at the blue line. Shot, deflected. Rebound picked up by Arena. Up for J. Cole. She chips that off the boards. Picked up by Avery Manini. Manini takes it in, gets past one, gets a shot. Goalie makes a save and hangs on to the rebound. 9.5 minutes to go in regulation. Avery gets the puck off the draw. Now Jenna Cole sends it over to Avery. Back to Jenna. She tries to get that in front. It's knocked away by Horizon. They chip it up into the zone. Now Horizon gets it back behind that, puts it out front. Loose puck cleared away by Carly Shea. Now Jenna Cole on the sidewall, chips it to the blue line. Kept in. Now Cole kicks it out, and it's picked up by Carly Shea. Carly walks in, gets a shot. Oh, just a little wide. She's on her own rebound. Sends it cross ice for Fletcher. Knocked out by Horizon. Fletcher gets that back into the zone. It's knocked over for Bryant now. Bryant sends that back in the zone all alone. Gets past one. Just couldn't get the shot off. Had the goalie beat. Bryant to Angus. Angus walks out with it in front. Her shot, glove save. 8:24 to go in regulation. 1-1 game. Oh, yeah. Manini on the point with Judd. Bryant on the draw. Angus and Harris up front with her. Battle in the corner, puck comes out. Angus finds it. It's chipped up into the zone. Everyone's all tied up. Judd gets the puck in the corner. Chips that up, kept in at the blue line. Knocked back for Judd, but bounces away from her. Close call there. Now Manini has it. Ships it up, kept in at the blue line. In the corner, Manini working at it. Getting help from Bryant into the other corner. Angus gets there first. Fires that around for Harris. Harris chips it up. Can't get that out. Horizon in the way. Oh, now they get that up to Alyssa Bryant. She's in the zone. Her shot's top corner. 2-1 game for St. Charles. Nice pass from, I believe it was Brooklyn Manini. Eight. Ref was asking who got the assist, but Brooklyn wasn't around to claim it, so I don't know if they'll be marked on the score sheet. But anyways, 2-1 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in regulation. D-to-D pass. We get that back into the horizon zone. They chip it up. Avery knocks it back to them. They send it back up center. Jenna Cole back to Mel White. White to Palizé. Over for Manini. Manini behind the net. Caught on her feet. Gets some help from J. Cole. Gets that across ice, but picked up by Peg Nudie. Now White gets it back. Up for Palizé. Cross ice pass. Fired up center. Back into our zone. Fletcher gets it. They chip that up the boards. Carrington gets that out. Oh, kept in at the blue line. Carrington battles, gets some help from Kaylin. Keeps her outside. Tries the wrap around. Ella Sabrin comes out, gets a shot. She scores. 2-2 game. Bryant, Shea, and Harris up front. Judd, Fletcher on the point. Sabrin gets a puck back in the zone. Everyone ties her up. Judd to Harris. Harris centers that for Shea. Shea brings it in the zone, takes it down low. Pass in front. Harris gets a shot. It's loose in front. Whistle goes. Good job, Alyssa. Six minutes to go in regulation. 2-2 game. Michaela Paris gets it for Horizon. Stopped in the corner, that's chipped up. Shot from the blue line, deflected and saved. Angus gets the rebound, chips that up to Shea. She gets that to Manini, we're back in the zone. Avery cuts behind the net. Puck's at the blue line, picked up by Horizon. Angus in the way. Slowing them down, keeping them outside, but they get in front. Can't get a shot off. Loose puck sent away. Michaela Paris in front gets a shot. Save is made. 5 minutes left in regulation. Plant and Judd on the point. Bryant on the draw, Cole and Paise on the wings. Chloe Rangette in the net. Back for Judd. She fires it off the boards. It's kept in at the blue line. Now we get that out. There we go. Judd gets it back in the zone. How do you... Carrington fires that down low. Jenna Cole's after it. She gets there. Sends that down low for Alyssa Bryant. She walks out, gets a shot off the side of the net. Now Pagnuti for Horizon chips it up. Judd's there to keep it in. Horizon sends it up center. Pressure from Jenna Cole. Gets that back to Alyssa Bryant. Bryant in the zone. It's a shot over the net. Paise after the rebound. Picked up by Pagnuti. Back check. And Judd gets a puck back for her St. Charles. 4 minutes on the clock. Judd gets a shot. Rebounds loose. Goalie jumps on that. 2-2 game with 4:04 left in regulation. Avery on the draw. So is Ella Sabrin. She comes out with it. Now Jolie Angus gets that up the boards. Horizon keeps that in. We try to get it back out, but it's knocked back down low. Mel White in the corner gets there. Dodges the defender. Fires it up the boards. Harris gets a piece of it, but it's kept in. Loose puck in front. Cleared away by Fletcher. She takes that behind the net. Over for White. White turns with it. Tries to get that up for Angus. In comes Sabrin. She gets a puck, turns and shoots with it over the net. Now Harris on the sidewall after it. Down low. Fletcher to Angus. Sabrin keeping the pressure going. Fletcher chips it up to Harris. She chips it up. It's kept in at the blue line. There we go. White stops her down low, but Michaela Paris gets a shot on net. Rebound sent away. Oh, Fletcher gets there. Horizon gets the puck, comes up the side with it. High slot. They send that back down. Tie up. Angus in the corner. To the point. Shot. Goes wide. Kept in by Horizon. Michaela Paris gets that behind the net. Michaela in the corner. Chips it up. Gets it to the blue line. Back to Paris. Her shot blocked in front by White. And Manini gets the loose puck. She turns with it. Goes for a skate. Gets in the zone. Tries to get that back to the point. It's knocked away by Horizon. Now it's over for Angus. Angus fires that in the zone. Bounces out front. Goalie clears that away. Now Brooklyn Manini keeps that in. Carrington's after it. Carrington back for Judd. Judd back for Carrington. Back for Judd. She walks in, gets a shot, just a little wide. Brooklyn Manini keeps that in. A couple of Horizon players coming her way. They send that back to Judd. Judd gets past a couple at center. Takes it into the zone. Drops it for Carrington. Carrington back for Kalen. Loose puck sent up by Horizon. Carrington with some pressure gets that back to the point. Brooklyn Manini's shot blocked by Sabrin. Carrington gets the puck back. Gets it in front. Knocked away. Horizon sends it out. That's going to be icing with a minute left in regulation. 101 if you want to get technical. Okay, we'll get Bryant up front with Angus and Manini. Fletcher and Judd on the point. Late change from Horizon, no big deal for them. You get yelled at. Judd keeps that in. Horizon gets it. They try to break out with it. Angus in the way. Now it's cleared out by Horizon. Waved off. Why wouldn't they? Now Judd gets it back. Sends that up for Bryant. Intercepted by Manini. Now Manini gets it to Bryant. She brings it into the zone. Offside called. 35 seconds on the clock. Sabrin gets the puck off the draw, takes it in the zone, gets a shot that goes wide into the corner. They keep that in. Judd gets it. Cross ice to Angus. Angus centers that for Bryant. Go, 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 go. Loose puck. 13 seconds. Judd gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. 5 seconds. Bryant after it. That's going to be the game. 2-2 tie. So, start of the season, undefeated. Well, thanks for tuning in. Till next time.